This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Rafael Sanchez, and new tonight, a home hit by as many as 70 gunshots. Tonight, police launching a search for as many as 8 suspects. Those suspects allegedly fired rounds into a West Side Indianapolis house. Investigators told IMPD investigators that about 70 shots were fired into the home of an Indianapolis Colts assistant coach. No one was home at the time of that shooting, but residents tell us tonight they're in shock.
It's kind of scary. It just, you don't expect to see that kind of stuff or hear that stuff, especially not on Mother's Day. I mean, of all days, that's not the day you want to go strike up violence with other people.
And we have more details. Witnesses tell police 8 young males in 3 cars pulled up and opened fire. The rear door was also kicked in, and more rounds were fired inside of that home. There have been no arrests, and we have no details yet on a possible motive. This behind me is a growing eyesore. You'll see it here in a moment. Trash, tires, and even abandoned cars just feet from the White River. The issue is getting worse, and people in that area say nothing is being done. RTV6's Paris LaBelle is looking into that problem on the city's near south side.
It's right here along the White River, and you can't see it from the road, but if you walk just a couple of steps over and look down, you can see trash piling up all over the place. Piles of trash, old cars, and even a structure with a fence around it. Brian Powell reached out to us after he says he started noticing it back in January of 2016 and has called the city multiple times. He says it's only gotten worse, but beyond the mess, there's a danger when it rains.
You can just see the garbage. I've lived here all my life, and I've seen the water almost cresting this area. And if you can imagine all this material just floating down the river, yeah, it's a terrible thing.
Brian says when he noticed that structure go up with a fence around it, he reached out to us. We went to the city's Office of Public Health and Safety. They say they're looking into the structure specifically, but they do say they are aware of a homeless camp in the area and are out there at least once a week to offer resources and services to help them find housing. The city says they can't kick homeless people off public property because of the city ordinance that protects the homeless in Indianapolis. But for the mess, they say they're working to clean up the area with multiple organizations. The city says they're looking into it. We'll keep you posted on the progress. Reporting tonight, Paris LaBelle, RTV6.
It hurts, and it's a pain that no mother, nobody should have to go through.
She lost her son to violence, and his death unfolded at a club that's been the scene of several shootings. Now we're asking, at what point do state authorities step in and shut down a business down over public safety? There were 2 shootings last year at the Club Venus on the city's west side, and 2 the year before that. This year, Felicia Curlin didn't get to see her Mother's Day with her son, 23-year-old William Walker. Instead, she held his vigil after someone opened fire at the club near Tibbs and Avenue and West 16th Street, killing him and 42-year-old Charles Reeves.
I'm done. I'm lost. I have a 6-year-old son that keep crying for his brother. That's all we have is pictures and videos that I constantly keep watching over and over, hoping he say, "Mama, it's a joke. We got you." I'm not getting that at all.
Sources tell RTV6 that IMPD's nuisance abatement unit is looking into what it can do about this business at a local level. But it's actually the state's Alcohol and Tobacco Commission that has the authority to revoke an alcohol permit as a public nuisance. We have tried to get in touch with Club Venus to get a response, yet we have not heard from them this evening. And working for you means we want to help you resolve your problem, your situation. So connect with RTV6. Send us an email about your issue to workingforyou@rtv6.com or reach us on Facebook, and we'll see what we can do. Taking a look outside, a cool down in central Indiana after a rather gray and blah day. Blah is not scientific, but it captures the spirit. But the temps I'm hearing about the 80s are in the horizon. Let's check in on that with Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory with the latest. Kevin, blah?
It works, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of a blah day, but sun is peeking on the western horizon now, leading to this, foreshadowing tomorrow's mostly sunny day. 68, I thought I'd jump right to it. Let's show you warmer temperatures. 67 Wednesday. It's Thursday that we kind of have our breakout day, partly sunny and 78 degrees. Beautiful on the western horizon there. These are what we call crepuscular rays. They fan out on the horizon, and I think skies will continue to clear as we go through the evening. Coolest temperatures are in the eastern portion of the state. 56 in Muncie, 62 in Terre Haute. Temperatures for the evening hours as the sky clears will pick up a little momentum as far as falling off. We'll be close to 50 at 11 o'clock tonight. Temperatures overnight tonight will fall all the way into the upper 30s, especially north and east of Indianapolis. 41 in Terre Haute and Bloomington to start the day. Opening day at the Motor Speedway tomorrow with temperatures with sunshine climbing to around 60 by noon. I'll finish the hourly timeline coming up.
A solemn moment at the State House. Longtime U.S. Senator Richard Lugar will lie in state tomorrow for 24 hours in the State House Rotunda. At noon tomorrow, the governor will hold a ceremony in Lugar's honor. You can then pay your respects to Lugar from 12:20 in the afternoon until 8:51 in the evening, and again from 8 until 11 on Wednesday. That's when the body of the senator will be taken to St. Luke's United Methodist Church for his funeral. That funeral will begin at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. If you'd like to attend the funeral, you should register at the website of the Lugar Center. We have a link right now in the RTV6 app. The school shootings in Noblesville and Richmond are providing insights to our education leaders working on school safety prevention. The state allocated $19 million to help school districts with funding for the school year 2020 through 2021. This was a $5 million increase from the previous years. And that grant money can be used for many different things, including hiring a school resource officer, conducting a threat assessment, and buying safety equipment. Indiana Superintendent of Public Instruction Jennifer McCormick says recent school shooting incidents have provided school districts with better ways to plan.
We have learned a lot about being diligent in asking for a lot of help across the nation by experts that have been shared, but unfortunately, I mean, that's just, you never want to learn by an event like that, but shame on us if we don't take that and learn from it so that we can try to be better prepared and, again, more preventative on our side.
State officials awarded more than $14 million to 388 Indiana schools last year as part of the Secure School Safety Grants. The stock market takes a tumble after China retaliates with tariffs of its own against United States products. Today, China said it will raise tariffs on $60 billion worth of U.S. products, mostly on agriculture and livestock. That will all begin on June the 1st. This, of course, a direct response to President Trump raising Chinese tariffs this past Friday. And this morning, Mr. Trump tweeted that China is hurting itself by not signing a deal. And yesterday, Trump's top economic advisor told Fox News that U.S. business and consumers will feel the costs of the trade war. New data tonight from last year shows 40% of families in the U.S. struggle to pay basic bills and buy groceries. 60% say they could not pay their bills at least once. About a fifth say they struggle to pay for food and health care. In the middle class, 1 in 7 said they skip medical care because of the cost. All these numbers get bigger as families make less money. Researchers found that about a third of families struggle even though they make twice the poverty level. For a family of 4, that is equivalent to $50,000.
Getting something in the mail that says your debt's been forgiven, that's enormous.
An Indiana church is helping to pay off $1.5 million in medical debt for families in one community. City Church in Evansville has looked for ways to give back to its community. On Sunday, Pastor Jeff Kincaid announced a new project the church will take on, paying off $1.5 million in medical debt for families at or below poverty level. Kincaid told our ABC station there in Evansville the idea came from finding the nonprofit group RIP Medical Debt on Twitter.
What they do is they buy back debt for pennies on the dollar. And so we were able to go to them and ask them, could we specify people in the city of Evansville? They said yes. So they were able to identify $1.5 million of medical debt that people in the city of Evansville have.
So for just $15,000, all of that debt will be wiped clean. Kincaid says while the church may never know who exactly they helped, knowing a family in need will have just a little more weight lifted off their shoulders, he says is simply priceless. And the installation is now complete. Today, Mario Andretti installed the 37th Indianapolis 500 street sign you can find around the city. The sign reads Mario Andretti Drive. It's at the northeast corner of Washington and Meridian in downtown Indianapolis. The sign features the number 2 and the day glow red color from Andretti's car that won the 1969 Indy 500. Coming up in Hiring Hoosiers tonight, being incarcerated can be a dark time in someone's life. How one training program is bringing light to the futures and careers of inmates.
Warmer temperatures ahead. We'll be a little bit patient, but once we get there, it's a sustained warming trend. We'll match this with the day of the week coming up.
On RTV6 News.
This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
It could be the week that all those sweaters and those coats and the gloves go in the attic, maybe based on what's coming ahead.
Like Harry Carey would say, it could be. It might be. It is. Temperatures will warm up, so we'll get to 80 degrees. We just be patient. We've been there before, but it's been a while. 4 straight days, our temperatures have been at 60 degrees or colder. A burst of sunshine about ready to come into your family room if you've got a west-facing window, especially in the western half of the state. Eastern Indiana, more clouds, a little cooler temperatures. We're up to 62 in Terre Haute. Indy's at 57. Where's the warmth? To the west. You have to get out into the plain states, anywhere from Oklahoma all the way up into South Dakota, portions of Nebraska in the 80s. We'll wait on that. The theme, though, is to push the coolest air out of the Great Lakes and the Midwest. We'll warm it up for the eastern 2/3 of the country late this week, and this is what it means. Follow the temperatures. They go up, up, up. Warmest air arrives just in time for the weekend. That's not bad timing. Rain chances will be low. 20% chance early Wednesday. This is really Thursday night, a 40% chance we'll see some showers and thunderstorms. 49 in Richmond, 60 in Bloomington. I've been busy this evening walking dogs. Say hello to Reggie Kennedy. Reggie's in the front. It looks like the window is open. His ears are flowing back, and he's enjoying the ride. Enjoy the walk this evening. Temperatures down to 50 by 11 o'clock tonight. Just send me your dog's picture. Kevin.Gregory at WRTV.com, and I'll take your dog for a walk. Return them right to you. Temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 in the morning. Quite a cool start. Coolest temperatures within the 7-day planner. Temperatures tomorrow mid-60s. We're waiting patiently, but we've got sunshine to go with these temperatures that are close to 70 degrees. Mostly sunny and 68 tomorrow afternoon in Indy. Let's jump overnight. Tomorrow night into Wednesday, the cloud cover and a couple of spotty showers are possible on Wednesday. Temperatures will reflect the cloud cover and stay in the upper 60s. Here's your forecast. As I mentioned, the breakout day is Thursday. 78 for the high, close to 80 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll include a chance for showers and thunderstorms as we get to Sunday. 30% chance. When we're cooler Monday, we're still in the mid-70s.
So I've decided, since you're taking the dogs on a walk, that maybe I should buy dog treats.
That would be full service.
I mean,
right.
Listen, RTV6.
We could be a kennel, too. You can come live with us.
Maybe not that far.
All right.
Pay workers to quit. That's the question tonight. Why retail giant Amazon is doing just that, and how this could impact workers right here in our state. But first, making a mistake does not mean it's the end of the world. How one program is giving inmates a leg up in their job search. That is all ahead in your nightly Hiring Hoosiers report only on RTV6. Tune in. Here at RTV6, we are using our Hiring Hoosiers initiative to connect you to jobs and career growth. For some Hoosiers, time spent in prison can get in the way of future employment. RTV6's Amanda Sorrentino shows us a program helping inmates secure a job once they re-enter the community with the help of four-legged friends.
Ashley Bowers is a certified pet trainer.
Don't go down.
But Ashley was not always a dog whisperer. She spent 5 years in prison for armed robberies.
When I was incarcerated, I was just kind of floating around doing nothing, really no aspirations to do any better.
That is until Ashley learned about ICANN, the Indiana Canine Assistant Network, where service dogs are trained by inmates in the state's prisons.
So I had no experience, but as time went by, my skills started to advance and I started teaching more advanced behaviors.
These dogs are learning to be fully trained service dogs. Thunder, sit. But the ICANN program is also teaching inmates the skills they need to re-enter society successfully.
So we teach them how to interview. We teach them how to write resumes.
Sean Diamond has been with ICANN for 15 years.
The individuals that are in prison are still human beings, and a lot of them are going to get out. Our recidivism rate in Indiana is around 39%. People that have been in ICANN a year or more, it's around 17%. But what we need to do as a society is provide skills for individuals so they're not living off welfare. They're not having to turn back to crime and then come back to prison, to set them up for success as much as we can, whether it's through jobs, building up their self-esteem, and giving them skills that enable them to go in different directions.
After 3,600 hours of training and curriculum studies, the handlers complete an apprenticeship and receive Department of Labor certificates in service dog training and pet grooming, thus providing the inmates professional skills upon release.
As soon as I got out, within a month of moving to Indianapolis, I had a job and I was working in Greenwood PetSmart.
She later took a job here at the Fisher's Paws and Play Dog Resort and Training Center.
Without ICANN, I would have came out a felon with these pretty big felonies. Nobody was going to be willing to hire me. If it wasn't for my family in ICANN, I would have been, who knows what I would have done.
Giving this former criminal something to be passionate about.
I want to keep this huge rotating circle of dogs from coming into shelters, from becoming strays, from getting euthanized. It's a huge deal.
Amanda, thank you so much for that. Inmates must apply for the ICANN program, and they must meet certain qualifications, including having a GED and a good conduct record. For more information on how you can support ICANN or how to get involved, head to our website at hiringhoosiers.com. So Amazon, it wants to get packages to you much, much faster, right? So it says, get this, it will pay employees to quit. You heard me right. It will pay employees to quit and start a delivery business instead. Amazon says it will cover $10 grand and pay 3 months' salary up front. But Kamasi Aaron is looking at if the incentives are really worth it.
Before Ricardo Drago owned his company delivering 12,000 Amazon packages a day, he was a bodyguard.
Yeah, logistics. That's a whole nother ball game.
He was one of the first to take part in Amazon's pilot program, helping people build a delivery business. Ricardo received training, coaching, and financial assistance to get his business off the ground.
It's not like they say, hey, here's 20 vans and throw you to the wolves. They actually coach you through and everything. So it's actually a really smooth process.
Today, the company announced it's trying to replicate Ricardo's success by expanding its delivery service partner program, offering current Amazon employees up to $10,000 and 3 months' salary to start their own delivery businesses.
If you're an entrepreneur and you want to be independent, you don't mind working, 80 plus hours a week, this is perfect.
But experts say there are still risks.
If you're asking someone to leave your job to go do it, 3 months and $10,000 is great, but I think more support is really called for.
Amazon has pledged to provide new business owners with regular work, access to its delivery technology, hands-on training, and discounts on Amazon vans, uniforms, and insurance.
They want them to succeed. It's not a passive operation. This is an active engagement with entrepreneurs to be mutually profitable.
Amazon wants to create its own delivery empire instead of using companies like UPS and FedEx. It says since June, it's already created 200 new delivery service partners.
If you're intimidated, don't be. You got us to help you. You got Amazon to help you. So don't be intimidated. Go for it.
I'm Kamasi Aaron reporting.
Still ahead, a new training program meant to bridge the skills gap, how you can see if it's the right fit for you. And also, hey, get this, you can also get tickets to qualifications this weekend at the Speedway. That's next when RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers continues right here on the News at 7.
Tomorrow on Good Morning Indiana.
Our chilly stretch of weather is coming to an end. 60s, 70s, and 80s in the forecast.
Plus, we'll show you how one business is helping local schools by donating metal to help the welding industry. Join us from 4:30 to 7.
RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers is all about connecting you with job resources. So here's an opportunity for an industry that really needs workers right now. The Stoops Freightliner Quality Trailer Team is opening a training academy in an effort to help bridge the skills gap in Freightliner certified technicians. And there's an open house happening this weekend, so you can get to know more about the program. That's from 10 to 2 this Saturday with lunch served from 11:30 to 1. An added incentive. The first 20 people there will get 2 tickets to the Stoops Suite at IMS for qualifications on Sunday. We put more information about this under career resources at hiringhoosiers.com.
And warmer temperatures for qualifying this weekend.
Right,
so yeah, the race on Saturday, Grand Prix was in the 50s and will be in the 80s this weekend. Sunshine on the western horizon foreshadowing tomorrow's much brighter day. Cool in the morning, 42 degrees by lunchtime tomorrow. Temperature lower 60s. We'll manage a 68-degree high with mostly sunny skies.
I'm ready to put that coat away, Kevin.
Put it away.
Till December. Thanks for making RTV6 your choice for news. Our next newscast tonight at 11. Good night.